Welcome to the second part of 5.5, where we're going to talk about solving equations when you have fractions up in your exponent. Now, don't freak out too much. I know it's fractions. It's not that bad. Here it talks about if we have x to the mn, we just need to raise each side. Ooh, I don't know what it's doing. Let's fix that. Raise each side to the power n over m. So essentially you're just going to take your fraction. So you know how when we had a squared, we would square root it? Well, now instead of that, we're just going to take it to the root of the reciprocal. So basically just flip the fraction. So let's go over one example. Now the first step is still to get this fraction root by itself. So I'm going to divide by 2 to get the fraction root by itself. So I've got x plus 3 equals 2/3, or 2 to the 2/3 equals 4. Now, if I want to get rid of this, the easiest thing to do is take it to a power, but to the power of the fraction flipped. So this is to the 2/3, so I'm going to raise it to the 3/2, because now I have a 3 on top and a 3 on bottom that cancels, and a 2 on top and a 2 on bottom that cancels. So now it's all gone. And remember, what I do to one side, I have to do to the other side. So I'm also going to raise this to the 3/2. Now, one thing to be careful of, you can put that into your calculator. If you type in 4 and then you find the little caret symbol, and then you do parentheses 3 divided by 2, like that. So if you type that into your calculator, it should give you 8. And then we'd minus 3 from both sides to get x equals 5. Now, remember, we would still want to plug this in back into the original equation to make sure it works. So I'm going to plug 5 into here. 5 plus 3 to the 2/3 equals 8. So I've got 2. 5 plus 3 is 8 to the 2/3 equals 8. Once again, you can just plug that into your calculator just like that. So 8 to the 2/3, if you plug it in, should give you 4. And 2 times 4 is 8. Check. So x equals 5 is our answer. Okay, just like in the last video, I'm going to have you pause, and I want you to try this one, number 3, on your own. Should be very, very similar to what we just did, and just use your calculator when you need to go to the 4/3 power, because we're going to flip that. So pause the video, try that on your own, and then come back and see how you did. Welcome back. Let's see how you did. I got x equals 18, so I divided by 3 first to get this fraction exponent by itself. So I got x minus 2 to the 3/4 equals 8. Then I took it to the 4/3 so that I could cancel all those. So it just left with me with x minus 2. But then I also have to do to the 4/3 on the other side. And I just type that into my calculator to get 16. So I have x minus 2 equals 16. Add 2 to solve for x to get x equals 18. And then remember, we need to plug it back in. Make sure it's correct. So plug it back into this original. So 18 minus 2 is 16. 16 to the 3/4, just plug into your calculator, is 8. 3 times 8 equals 24. So check. That works out. That is our answer. That is it for this video. In the very last video, we'll do the hardest kind of problem for these solutions.